All right, you know how when you played RuneScape, you'd always get super into it, and then you'd stop playing for a bit, then you'd go hop back into it, and then there's just a bunch of updates, weapons that are new, skills that you don't even know how to train or work on. I feel like cars are kind of like that. 2022 is a crazy year already. It's exciting, it's scary. To be honest, I don't really know what the is going on at any point in time because I'm pretty disconnected from the world except for cars. Which is exactly why we're going to talk about some exciting things in 2022 for cars, because this is a big update and I don't want you to be out of the loop at all. There's the good, the bad, and then the ugly. I feel like this year is really the last year for gas sports cars, and they're kind of going all out before everything turns into electric, all right? I said it. But we don't got to talk about that right now. Wheels, tires, and suspension over at fitmentindustries.com. That's the plug. That keeps the lights on. Also, if you watch this video and you like the content, think about giving the video a like and subscribe. That tells YouTube we're doing a good job and helps us out. All right, thanks, David. I appreciate you for doing it. Thanks. All right, we got a decent amount of cars to mention, so I'll be pistol whipping through them pretty quick. I'll try to touch on horsepower, rough cost, and any cool or neat features, or I'll just tell you that I think it sucks if it sucks. So starting out with a car that is kind of getting a pass because it's already out, but it has some new things coming, is the Hyundai Elantra N. The 2022 Elantra N has kind of skirted under the radar and not a lot of enthusiasts have been talking about it. Maybe because the front end looks like a base model Silverado with the black front bumper. I don't know, looks kind of weird to me, but this thing is pushing out 276 horsepower in a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder along with 289 torque. In a damn Elantra. Are you trying to hurt feelings by smoking someone in a damn Elantra? Then this might be for you. It has a variable exhaust valve system, so you can go in on your Widow touchscreen and change how your exhaust sounds with the boops and the bops and the crackles and the pops. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sounds cool, kind of sounds like farts. I don't know, you decide on that one. Looks like starting price for this thing is $31,900. So if you're down to clown in an Elantra, at least get the N. I'd probably just scoop the Veloster. But anyway, next up we have the Nissan Z. This is a crowd favorite. Nissan made the 370Z for like 13 years and they were finally like, all right guys, I think it's time we make another enthusiast driven car. That means it's made for people like you and people like me. Coming in a 9-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual, the new Z threw a strong right hook at the Supra, but not only offering a manual, but coming with a 400 horsepower twin turbo 3-liter V6. But that ain't it. It's the first Z car to ever have launch control, and it's going to come with a mechanical limited slip differential. Technical specs aside, she's a looker, all right? This car has timeless designs from the Z cars throughout the entire thing, but at the same time is a very blank slate that gives enthusiasts an open canvas to make something unique and begs for aftermarket parts. I'm excited to see people start digging into these things. Current estimated price for this is starting at around $40,000, but again, that's estimation, which in my opinion would be a steal. However, you can expect dealer markups at launch like we've seen with other cars, and I'm not sure how tricky it will actually be to get your hands on one. I'm trying to stay optimistic though, all right? Please, someone buy one and just give me a ride. I'm really excited. This one of the ones I'm most excited for. All right, Subi gang, where you at? The new WRX is out and about, and with Subaru officially announcing there will be no STI, this is what you get. You get another boxer engine, this time featuring a twin-scroll turbocharger, which should help with some of the low-end torque and boost response. It's a 2.4 liter and makes 271 horsepower with 258 torque, less than the damn Elantra, but comes in a bit cheaper than the Hyundai, starting at $29,105. That's a weird starting number. Thanks Subaru for trying to take my lunch money by tacking on the extra $5. However, one thing I learned doing some research on this, there is an available GT trim, the Subaru WRX GT. They just keep adding letters. This comes with Recaro seats, which is exciting, and I really like how they look. It also has electronic adjustable dampers and 18-inch alloy wheels. That part I really could care less about because we both know we're tearing that shit out anyways, so it's not really worth the price hike. It does also feature a nicer audio system, but okay, great. Okay, it's time to get the elephant out of the room. This thing's ugly as shit. It literally looks like a WRX and a Crosstrek had an ugly baby. The plastic fender arches are gross, and the 20-inch TV that they tried to shove in the dash already looks outdated. That's the problem with these huge touchscreens coming in some of these newer cars. They get outdated so fast. Look at your phone from 3 years ago. The thing might as well have dial-up internet. To end this one though, I have seen a few new owners of this car say they absolutely love it, and it's a fantastic car. For me, I'm gonna pass. So I'll let you decide if you want the ugly baby Crosstrek. That's up to you. On a better note, the Toyota Corolla GR. Toyota hinted this car in an ad not long ago where it featured the Supra and the new 86. And right at the end, they said they need a third GR car to have a flying V formation. Then, rather than teasing it for 6 months like everyone else, they just announced it right away. It was amazing. It was just like boom, bada bing, bop, it's out. Thank you, Toyota. We appreciate that. The GR Corolla might be the car I'm most excited for, even above the Z. It's featuring an inline 3-cylinder, yep, 3, count them, 1, 2, 3, that's 1.6 liters and pushes out a damn impressive 300 horsepower with 273 torque and pairs with a 6-speed manual transmission, and it's all-wheel drive. This thing's rowdy, not to mention it's sexy. If you can't tell or don't know me at all, I'm a big hot hatch guy, and I feel like this is the king of hot hatches, so I'm just excited, all right? I'm sorry. There's talks of multiple editions like the Circuit Edition featuring exclusive colors and a forged carbon fiber roof. And some other goodies. Price is still, being speculated, but I'm sure it will be in the ballpark of around 30 to 40,000 bucks. Depending on what options you go with, changes things up a little bit, but don't hold me to that though, I'm not 100% sure. Like we talked about with the Z, expect dealer markups and the shit to be like trying to buy a PS5. Besides that, I couldn't be more excited. Can't wait to see this thing. Sticking with Toyota, they also dropped the GR86 like we just talked about before in the commercial. You've seen it, it was really funny anyways. Getting to see a bunch of these modified up at SEMA, I really fell in love with how these cars look. Now, I know we are all hoping for a bit of forced induction with some whirly boys, air blenders, turb skis, whatever you want to call it, but this is featuring a slightly more powerful 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, naturally ass boxer engine that pushes 228 horsepower and 184 torque with a manual or auto transmission. On Toyota's website, it says if you purchase one, you get a complimentary 1-year NASA membership. And I immediately looked at that like I'm going to space, so I got a little bit stoked. But after doing some late night work and talking to a few bad people in dark alleys, I came to the conclusion it stands for National Auto Sport Association. So no, you don't get to go to space. Thanks for churching that one up, Toyota. This NASA is even quoted saying, we're the race guys, not the space guys. Yeah, no shit. You guys couldn't come up with anything else besides NASA as your name. Anyways, you're basically getting a free track day, which is kind of neat. They offer this with the Supra as well, and probably gonna offer it with the Corolla. Just remember, not space. I think that's Tesla. Now the 86 also has a slightly higher trim level, the Premium, which comes with 18-inch wheels with Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires and color match duckbill spoiler for an additional $3 grand. I don't know if that's really worth it, maybe it is to you. But the base GR86 starts at 27.7K and Premium comes in at 30.3K. This is a driver's car and I think it's a good upgrade from the last gen 86 platform. Yo Honda, what you doing? Honda! Hey, don't you see all these other companies doing wild stuff? Don't you have anything? Oh, the new Civic SI. Oh, the new Civic SI. Yeah, so the Civic SI got a new look in my opinion. It looks like they took all the sport out of the car. The 10th gen was so damn angular and aggressive looking. This looks like smooth SpongeBob. Neri, put up a picture of regular SpongeBob with the 10th gen SI, then smooth SpongeBob with the new SI. That's the best way to describe it. The interior has a head unit that looks like it was just glued to the top of the dash and then a vent that goes across the entire car that looks stupid as hell. I was pissed about this car right away. Now I'm even more pissed. I went to Honda's website to check out some info and I found there's 2 trims of the SI. The SI and the SI HPT. I was like, whoa, that's weird. The SI has always kind of been the highest trim level besides the Type R. So I did some more digging for you guys and I went through a fucking mile of info on key features between the two just to find out HPT stands for high performance tires and the only difference is one comes with all seasons and one comes with summer tires. Are you shitting my dick? They made a separate trim for summer tires. Okay, Honda, you're really losing me here. The SI starts at $27,300 and the SI HPT $27,500, so 200 bucks more. I don't know. It's a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that makes 200 horse, which so far is the lowest on the list. I don't have a lot to say on this. I've seen it at SEMA in person. It's literally just as boring. Now, there could be a saving grace here. The Type R is being shown. It's setting new records. They have a few images of it out in a short video, but the rest is really vague and mostly speculation. Honda, you have the opportunity to save this. Don't mess this up. If there is a Type R HPT, I'm done. I'm calling it. No more. No more Honda. Speaking of disappointments, the Acura Integra is also coming out. Now, I'm not sure if this really is a bad car, and I think when the rumors came out about the Integra, my nostalgia was in full force, and I was expecting a dope-ass coupe. I think most of us were. We got a very regular-looking sedan. Historically, what my boy Doug D said was the Integra is just a nicer Civic. It was back then, it is now. The problem is there's some absolute heaters coming out for enthusiast cars, and I think Honda/Acura is targeting the general consumer rather than the enthusiast. This also features a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline-4, so quite literally, it's just a third trim level to the Civic Si, and will be offered in manual and automatic, which is exciting. I'm glad they did a manual. I think maybe when I see a few of these bagged or done up, I might enjoy them a bit more. But what are your thoughts on this one? I want to hear. Comment below on the new Integra. Are you liking it? You not liking it? It's a tough one to feel out. This is another one I don't think has gotten enough attention. Needs more. The domestic car that rivals the Supra and the Nissan Z, the Cadillac CT4V Blackwing. It even sounds badass. Starting at $58,995. It's a bit pricey, but in that similar territory to the Supra, except you get a twin turbocharged V6. I gotta scroll back a little bit. With 476 horsepower and 445 torque, except Papa Caddy knew what you wanted too. It's also offered in a 10-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. Ah! Bro, these things actually look damn good too, and they can come with a carbon fiber package. Yo, when was Cadillac so in tune with me? Am I getting older, or is Caddy my new daddy? And magnetic ride control, Brembo brakes, this thing comes with everything good. God damn. Now, it's one of those more expensive cars on the list, but for good reason. Plus, once we get some used ones with good old depreciation to them, these will be really exciting to get into. Now, if you don't want a sedan and you have even more money just burning a hole in your pocket like we all do, right? I don't. The new Chevy C8 Z06, beast of a car, it will be out and about. Now, there is no confirmed price yet, but this is by far the most expensive car on the list going into the 6 digits. I just thought it'd be cool to touch on 670 ponies that make it the most powerful naturally aspirated V8 ever. That is insane out of a naturally aspirated V8. God damn. This thing also sounds amazing, revving out to 8,600 RPM. It screams, but don't worry, it didn't lose its Corvette heritage. It can come with a custom luggage set with 70th anniversary badging. Now we just need the New Balance and Corvette collab or some 70th anniversary jorts. Chevy, if you need new ideas, I'm right here. Let's talk a little bit. We also did a video of our reaction to the Z06, which you can check out if you want more info on that. All right. There's also a bit of a rumor going around about the manual Supra, even though there has been a rumor since the day it was announced. But all right. That did not age well. Toyota just announced today, not too long after this video goes up, that there is a manual transmission coming for the Supra. It's confirmed, no more rumors. Toyota said we're freaking doing it. And they really screwed me because I bought the auto. But I'm not gonna trade my auto in for the manual. You know, the auto's faster. Plus dealership markups and the availability of this thing will probably be psychotic. However, I am excited for the car community to finally get the manual Supra they wanted and they deserved. So there's that. What car are you most excited for? Any that I should have talked about? Just let me know. If you want to see what I'm doing to my car in 2022, make sure to follow me at itscoda.fi on Instagram or the good old TikTok. Also, no matter what car you get or what car you currently have, we have all the wheels, tires, and suspension you could ever want at fitmentindustries.com. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm sweaty now, but I'm excited, sweaty, excited, kind of both.